Hey guys, if you're someone who's looking to build lower body strength for general everyday life, or whether you want to build lower body strength to feel more comfortable in your yoga practice, then this video is going to be perfect for you. So grab your mat, find your space, and let's get started. So getting started straight away, we're going to come over to tabletop, readjusting yourself on your mat. So hands underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. On an inhale, you're going to tuck your right knee into your chest. Squeeze. As you exhale, you're going to send it back behind you, trying to keep the foot flexed. Inhale, draw it into the center. Exhale as we push back. Making sure we use that breath. Two more. Try and keep the weight straight down the center. Good. Inhale. Send it back. Exhale. Hold here. We're going to pulse the leg up and down. So nice small pulses. Just up and down. So send the heel up towards the ceiling. Drop it back down. Two more. Last one. Exhale, release the leg back down. We're going to do the same on the other side. So inhale, tuck it in. Exhale, send it back. Stay engaged through the top of that supporting foot, through all 10 fingers. Make sure we're breathing. Last one. Hold here, 10 pulses. Nice and slow. Good, 3 more. 10, exhale, release. Good, send the hands further out in front of you. Tuck the toes, send it up, downward dog. So really important, keep the knees nice and bent, find that length in the spine. Good, exhale, release knees back down to the floor. Take the hands back underneath the shoulders. Inhale, send the right leg back. Bending at the knee, draw the right knee into the right elbow, squeeze. Exhale to release back. Inhale as you draw it into the center. Exhale, send it back. Imagine you're trying to keep the leg on one level, so don't try not to let it drop down towards the ground. Good, exhale, release the knee to the floor, switch sides. Inhale, send it back. So we're drawing the knee into the elbow, left knee. Inhale, exhale, send it back. And again, same with this, try to keep the weight through the center so we're not twisting in towards that leg. 2 more. Last one. Exhale, release. Good. Send it up, downward dog again. Take those hands further forward. Tuck the toes. Send it up. Nice deep breaths. Bending the knees, walking the hands back to the feet. Tuck yourself up into this nice small ball and then roll up nice and slowly. Head's the last thing to come up to the top. Coming to the top of your mat. So grounding through the feet. We're just going to inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, bend the knees, hinge forward, coming down towards the ground. Into your first forward fold, so keep the knees nice and bent. Halfway lift, find that length through the spine. Exhale to release, bending the knees, rolling up nice and slow. Good, give 3 rolls back with the shoulders. And then we're going to come into our chair. So options with the hands, either on the hips, in front of the chest, or over our head, holding onto that imaginary beach ball. So pushing through the feet, hip width apart. We're going to inhale, send the hips back towards the back of the room. Come into this sort of half squat, find that length in the spine. And then exhale, come back up to standing. So we're doing sort of half squats. Inhale, send it all the way to the bottom of your posture. Exhale to come back up. We've got 3 more. So again, options to keep the hands here. Exhale. 2 more. And last one, inhale. We're going to come to the bottom and we're going to hold it here. So the lower we sink, the harder it's going to be. Ease off a little bit, makes it slightly easier. Feel the legs engage. Nice deep breaths. Push through all 10 toes. From here, we're going to see if we can shift the weight to our right foot. So push the weight over to our right foot. See if we can take the left off the floor. Hold here for 2 breaths if we can. Try and keep that back nice and flat. Last breath. Take the same leg back towards the back of your mat. Come into a nice lunge. So we're in our lunge, making sure that we've got a big base of support. So really push through the edges of the feet, the toes, grounding through, tucking the hip, holding here. If you feel comfortable here, stay here. If you want a bit more, if you want to increase the difficulty, we're going to inhale, take the arms up, lengthen through the body. This back knee is going to break, so we're going to inhale, drop the back knee to the floor, nice and controlled. Exhale as we power it back up. Inhale, exhale. And again, if this is too difficult, stay in your static lunge. Last one, keep pushing, keep breathing. Inhale, exhale, release. Drop the hands. We're going to send the weight through this front leg. See if we can power it back, coming back to our chair. 3 deep breaths here. And again, shifting the weight to the left foot. See if you can take the right off. 2 breaths. Take that right foot back, coming into your lunge, nice and controlled. Find your base of support. So you want a nice long straight line from this knee down to the ankle. Hips are tucked. Hold here. And again, inhale, take the arms up. If you're comfortable, stay here. If you want a bit more difficulty, inhale, drop that back knee to the floor. Exhale, come up tall. If you need a bit of support, you can grab hold of a wall and just use it for a bit of balance, a bit of stability. Last one. Good. Again, drop the hands, see if we can shift the weight into this front leg. Power it through. Join the feet together. Last 3 breaths in our chair posture. Deep breaths. Come up to standing. Lovely. Give that shake out. We're going to come into our hip holds. So we're going to take the weight over to our right foot. Lift the left off. So we're just pushing through this supporting leg. Hands come to the center or onto our hips. Lengthening through the body. On an inhale, we're just going to draw the left knee into the chest. Squeeze here for a second. Exhale to release back down. Inhale, lift. Exhale to release. Aim for 3 more. Try and stay nice and tall through the body. You got 1 more. This one we're going to inhale, lift, and we're going to see if we can hold here. So you should feel this hip really engage. You should feel the supporting leg engaging. Nice deep breaths. Good. Exhale to release the foot to the floor. We're going to come into our arabesques. So slight bend in this supporting leg. Hands either to the hips or in front of you. As we inhale, we're going to hinge forward at this hip. Dropping our chest down towards the floor. See if we can straighten this back leg. And then come up nice and tall. Inhale as we hinge forward. Exhale, coming up, remembering to push through this supporting leg. So I like to imagine I'm like that bird that's pecking water on the edge of a cup or a jug. See if we can go 3 more. Nice and controlled. Again, if you need a wall, you can grab hold of a wall for a bit of support. So you should just feel this bottom supporting leg activating. Last one. Good. Give that a shake out. Switching sides. Shifting the weight over to our left. Unpeeling the right. Hands to the hips or to the center. Inhale as we lift. Exhale as we lower. Two more. Last one. Hold here. 3 breaths or 4, depending on how much you want to challenge yourself today. Whatever height this knee hits, see if you can hold it there, so don't let it drop. Last 2 breaths. Exhale, release. Coming into our arabesques or our tilts. Still pushing in this left leg, hands to the center in front of you. Inhale, shift it forward, keep engaged through the core. Exhale, come up nice and tall. Lovely, halfway, 3 more. Keep using that breath. Last one. Lovely, give that a shake out. Give the quads a little stretch to tuck the heel of your left leg into your glute. Just for a couple of breaths. Exhale, release, switch sides. And again, if you need to hold on to a wall, hold on to a wall. Lovely, lower that nice and slow. Inhale, take the arms up. Exhale, hinge forward. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to release. Dropping the knee to the floor. Other knee, crossing the legs. Taking yourself onto your glutes or your bum. Taking the legs out in front of you, we're going to do our hip holds. So staying up nice and tall through the body. Hands to the sides if you need a little bit of support. Most important thing for this is that we're not going to sink back. We want to stay up really tall. So making sure we engage the core. With the right leg, on an inhale, we're going to lift the heel off the floor, the leg off the floor. Exhale to release back down. We're going to aim to do 10 reps on the right leg, 10 on the left. So inhale, lift. Exhale to lower. That's 3. Again, watch, we're not sinking, staying up nice and tall. 3 more. Last 2. Last 1. Lovely, give that shake out. Really difficult, even I find this hard. So staying up nice and tall. Don't worry if your leg just hovers just a tiny bit. As long as you feel it in this hip and you're staying up nice and tall, that's perfect. Again, setting yourself onto the left leg. Inhale, lift. Exhale to lower. Halfway. 5. If you feel like you're slipping back, reset yourself. Last 2. Last 1. Lovely. Come onto your back. Tuck your knees into your chest. Come into Apanasa. Give those hips a stretch out so you can move your legs around a little bit. Should feel super nice on the hips. Lovely, and then popping your feet back down to the floor. We're going to come into our bridge. So tucking the heels nice and closely into your glutes, allowing your back to rest on the floor. Digging the heels into the floor. On an inhale, we're going to lift our hips, our glutes, off the ground. Our lower back, mid back, and upper back. So we reach that full extension, squeezing the glutes to the top. And then exhale to lower nice and slowly. Inhale as you dig the heels in, lift up the hips, squeeze at the top. Exhale to release. You got 2 more. Last one. On the top of this one, we're going to see if we can hold. Inhale, lift. Squeeze here at the top. So keep pushing your heels into the floor. Keep squeezing. Good. Exhale, release nice and slowly. We're going to take the right leg off the floor. Using one leg, we're going to inhale, repeat. So we're going to lift off, squeeze at the top, exhale to lower nice and slow. We're just going to try for 5 reps on this leg, 5 reps on the other. Inhale, lift, squeeze, exhale to release. This is 3. Last 2. Last 1. Good. Release the right down to the floor. Windshield your knees from side to side. And then switch legs. So shift the weight over to the right, lift off the left. Inhale, dig the heel into the floor, lift. Squeeze at the top. Exhale to release. You got 2 more. Last one. Exhale, lower, lovely. Give your knees a big tuck in. Give it a stretch out. Good, and last but not least, coming into our posterior plank to finish. Taking your feet out in front of you, digging your heels into the floor, but you leave a slight bend in your knees. Taking the hands to your sides, look sort of towards your toes. As you inhale, you're going to dig your heels into the floor, lift your hips off the ground, squeeze here for 3 breaths. So you should feel the entire posterior, so your back, all the way from your core down to your heels, engage. Keep squeezing. Nice deep breaths. Exhale to release. 1 resting breath here. We're going to see if we can go again. Last one. Dig the heels in. Last thing. Inhale, lift. Squeeze the glutes. Feel the hamstrings engage. Deep breaths. Last 2. Exhale, release. Lovely. Take the knees back into the chest last time. Take some rocks from side to side. And then take the rocks back and forth, make them bigger and bigger until you come up to seated. Just cross the legs, sit up nice and tall. Take just a second to feel your practice, feel the effects of your practice. Awesome work, guys. Well done. I'll see you all next week.